It's KJH Family and Fun. Hi, it's me, KJ, the filmmaker slash artist, and welcome to KJH Family and Fun. So today on KJH Family and Fun, so right about now I'm just going to do like an AI test or something like that, but I already did it by using the same program being online that I found. It's called Pixverse or something like that. It's called Pixverse AI or something like that, where you just generate an image or something like that. You can just turn an image into a video and you have to give them what you want, or you can just turn it into their style of it or something like that. So pretty much right about now, I'm just going to look at these two videos I already created. And this one clearly involves a knight finding a dragon and saving a princess or something like that. I only create two versions, the short one and the long one. The short one's kind of like 5 seconds and the long one is kind of like 8 seconds or something like that. You know how that goes. So pretty much going to look at the one with the knight finding the dragon. This is kind of a short version of this. So pretty much in the short version, you kind of see he just successfully saved the princess. So what I use is that I wind up using my original image that I already drawn on, which is called Knight in a Shiny Armor or something like that, which I already created in January 2018 or something like that. So it was obviously just a digital artwork. So I turned this digital artwork I eventually created into a video, and I decided to type in Knight fighting a dragon and saving a princess. And that was just about it. It was just a quick fight for some reason, and the dragon just left. And then there's also the long version. So pretty much the long version is pretty much not just finding a dragon for some reason only in the most epic manner, and then he saved the princess, but the princess walked away because when she walks away, you kind of see her legs were sticking out of her dress, which is kind of unusual. And what's even weird is that the dragon was growing extra arm or something like that sticking out of his elbow or something like that. I don't know what's going on around this AI generated videotape or something like that was created by Pixelverse AI or something like that. So right about now I'm just gonna do something about it. So I already like have it all typed up on text editor or something like that. So I only just create two types. But it's gonna be short and the other one's gonna be long, so one's gonna be 5 seconds short and the other one's gonna be 8 seconds or something like that. One is gonna be dragon marries the princess scream, and the dragon eats the princess. And then there's another one that says the dragon marries the princess scream, the knight enters and defeats the dragon with a sword and saves the princess. I'm gonna type more in this one because the dra yeah, I just add in the second part. The dragon marries the princess screams, and the dragon opens his mouth, so I was like fixing this typo or something like that. Maybe I can just add in something like this. There, so what I did is that I type in the dragon opened his mouth like he's eating the princess, like he's about to eat the princess screams, and the knight enters and defeats the dragon with a sword and saves the princess. So we're going to do the first part, which is when the dragon eats the princess. So one thing to note is that this AI is going to be rated R, but I might have to censor it with a KJH Feeling Fun poster like I did with just in case of something negative or something like that. So you know how I am with anything that is kind of like negative vibe or something like that. So right about now I'm going to show you the website right here. Yeah, this is the website. I'm sorry, it's like Christmas theme or something like that. So this is like the middle of November. It's like I'm recording this in the middle of Thanksgiving Eve or something like that. And these are like all these Christmassy stuff. It looks like they must have celebrated Christmas way too early or something like that, or a month earlier or something like that. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna add in like this rough drawing. So let's see. So this here is kind of a rough drawing I had. So this is clearly inventing the rough drawing of a dragon and a princess, some of that. It didn't have a knight or anything else. I probably might add the knight later. Yeah, it's uploading right about now, and then I had to describe what it is. So what I have is that it's on 5 seconds, and then there's anime, which happens to be the style. And I'm going to type in what it describes. So I'm just going to put in the first part, which happens to be the dragon and the princess. So one thing to note is going to be rated R, and I will censor it, okay? Meaning that I had to censor the part where the dragon eats the princess or something like that. It's going to look scary or terrifying to begin with, even though it's all in an anime style, and we're just going to have to see how that goes. But I had to wait till that video uploads. I must have generated two by accident. How's that? Okay, it doesn't look that good, but let's play it. Well, it looks like I clearly must have created two versions of this. This is not what I was expecting to happen, even though I didn't mean to press it 2 times because I was just trying to make things faster enough. I really don't understand why I would do such a thing like that. That's clearly how it is with this. with this technical device or something like that. So I'm just gonna let that slide. So, but I don't only one thing I wanted to make no mistakes. What is one? And now I'm gonna create that PG/PG-13 version of this where a knight saves the princess and all that stuff. So this is another version of this, and I had to add the image here with the knight in it. And now we're generating this one. I'm sorry this is not long, it's short again, because I accidentally click it twice. I don't know what I was thinking when I do something like this. But in all fairness, this is kind of like the last time I ever did this. AI turned photos into video or something like that, but make it into an anime style or something like that. It better be anime or something like that. So let's look at this one. Oh, this is gonna be real scary. Okay, it just ends with the princess just dying at the end. Really? How's that messed up? Oh no! Hamlin and got away with a dragon just eating the poor. Even though the first one had the princess just died getting killed by a dragon or bitten by a dragon. The second one is just dragon princess biting the princess head off. Yeah, I'm sorry this was rated R, so I had to censor it with a poster or something like that. But eventually, you're gonna get the PG version of it, which ends with happy ending where Knight finally saves the princess. And that princess clearly does not princess the movie, to be honest. She looks more like a poor girl kid by a dragon or something like that. So moving on. So this one, we're going to deny this one. It's going to be happy. Almost happy, that is. Yeah, we got. Wait, what? Okay, whatever this is, I was not expecting this to happen because what's happening in this videotape is that even though it's kind of short, but it pretty much does involve this knight open his mouth, the princess screams, and the knight just shows up, and the knight just shows up, while this other knight is just doing nothing. Like, what's going on here in this video? Like that. Even though the dragon was about to open her mouth, about to eat the princess, and the knight just shows up randomly and wind up cutting one of his. What is he just cutting off? One of his wings of the princess. Yeah, I know, but even though even though I try to make it look G or PG or so, even though I'm trying to make it look PG or PG-13 or something like that, I guess this is clearly kind of the result I officially get with the knight trying to defeat a dragon and saving a princess's life or something like that. Well, so she wouldn't marry a dragon, the dragon would have just eat his own bride or something like that. Well, you probably know how I am with film these days or something like that, but pretty much I might have to stick with creating posters, go whatever I plan to do so or something like that. Well, I guess things all over to this to do so, so I'm probably might end this video right about now.
The dragon marries the princess, but the princess is not happy. The dragon was about to eat his bride until a knight came over, defeating the dragon, and saves the princess, and returns the princess home.